Y'all, Shirley Strawberry husband got him another wife of 30 years, and it's making me depressed, and it's making me eat cookies, honey. Girl, 30 years. We thought Martha of 20 years was what? Edna, Edith, Eden, Eve, something. Say, I'm his only wife. Girl, let me tell you. Y'all better listen to cousin sister Janice. Y'all better listen to me. Y'all better read 23,000 guys you might meet. Okay? Mr. Gigolo is in this book. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad for Shirley. I feel bad for Shirley. He done had 2 wives. And Martha sitting over there waiting to go pull her Social Security. Come to find out, the gigolo was already married to somebody else. Girl. This depressing, but this some good cookies, okay? I can't take it no more. I had to put my show. Hold up. Let me ask God first. Shirley asked God now one word. Shirley was listening to the God of her kitty cat. That was so awesome. Shirley wasn't listening to my Jesus. The Jesus them old mothers talk about and sing about in church. Shirley never met him. White Jesus? Shirley never met white Jesus. Jesus of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Shirley never met him. Because Shirley, this is bad. Girl, bad. This is bad, and it's making me eat cookie. Shirley, I feel bad for you, girl. But we gonna talk about it. For people in their emotions. I'm talking about Shirley. I'm putting all her business out there. We gonna talk about it. We gonna save these women from marrying an Ernesto. Up here smiling, showing all 32 of his teeth, as my grandmother would say. And had a whole wife all the time. Had 2 wives. 2. Martha thought she was the wife for 20 years. Here come Edna talking about, I'm his only wife. Yes, Lord. But anyways, shout out to Chronicle Speaks. Shout out to all the cousins. Be sure to check out my shorts of Love is Blind, okay? I think that's the way I have to do it because I don't have time to review them, but I could do little snippets of the shows and stuff. Okay, Chronicle Speak Girl, tell us what you found out today. This is best.
So I know I promised you in my last Shirley Strawberry and Ernesto video that I would not report on them anymore unless it was something major. Well, child, is something major this time. So a few videos ago, I told you that I was contacted by a woman that told me she was Ernest's first wife and that they were still married. However, she did not send me a marriage certificate, and I could not find the marriage certificate anywhere in the state of Georgia. So I let it go, and we went on to discuss and discover the other 3 wives that Ernest has had, Shirley included in that number. Well, this weekend, she sent me the marriage certificate, and it's 100% authentic. They were married in South Carolina 38 years ago. And get this, according to the wife and according to probate records, these 2 are still
38 years. 38.
Still married. So what does that mean? We are going to get into that and so much more. But before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this case, because it's a lot and so much more. Now let's get back into it. Now I know you probably read this title and was like, I know ain't no way. Well, there is. I finally got the marriage license from Ernest's first wife, Edith. They have been married for 38 years and are still currently married. So what does that mean? That means that the woman that we thought was wife number one, Miss Martha, who was married to him for 20 years, was fooled, and she's now wife number two. Carol, who we thought was wife number two, is now wife number three. She was married to him for 2 years. She was fooled. And Shirley, who was married to him for 8 years, that we thought was wife number three, is now wife number four, and she was fooled. And then last but not least, 5 out of 6 of his children were born to a married man. If you couldn't keep up, rewind it and draw yourself a family tree, because I'm not going over it again. Let's get into this marriage license. So currently 6 states in the U.S. will allow a notary to be a wedding officiant, which means that they can marry people. So the states are Florida, Montana, Maine, Nevada, South Carolina, and Tennessee. So this marriage certificate says the following: to whom it may concern, this is to certify that on October 22nd, 1985, at Aiken in the county of Aiken, state of South Carolina, Ernest Levert Williams Jr. and Edith were united in bonds of matrimony by Faustine B. Burbage, a South Carolina notary public, in accordance with the law of South Carolina and as shown by the records of this court. Witness my hand and seal, said court, this 28th day of January 2019, and it is signed and stamped by Tanya L. Marchett. So many of you may be questioning, why is this dated 2019? Well, this is a marriage certificate and not a marriage license. A marriage license legally allows you to marry a person. So that's the document you go in and show, allowing you to marry that person. But a marriage certificate proves that you got married to this person. So in 2019, she went in and got that certificate so she could prove that she was married to Ernest. Me being me, I just had to verify this information. So we have Tanya Marchett, who is the judge of probate. It has the seal, it has the stamp, but I was like, I just want to verify. I called probate on Monday just to verify that this information I received is real, and it is. I called the clerk of court to see if there was ever a divorce, and there wasn't. So what does that mean? For the past 38 years, Ernest has been married to Miss Edith. Now, from communicating with Miss Edith, the Ernest that we've been told about is not the Ernest that she knows. Ernest has not touched her child. Ernest has not touched her grandchildren, according to what she's told me. And I will preface this: her child's name is not on the victims list, so I knew this child was already in the clear. However, there's 2 other children of his whose names are on the victims list. Again, Ernest is still innocent until proven guilty, so we will have to see how that case works out. However, according to Miss Edith, she and Ernest met in the 80s. They met in college. They opened up a detailing business after graduating college. They were doing well together, but Ernest continued to cheat and Ernest continued to lie, and she couldn't take it anymore, and she ended up exiting stage left. Now, why they decided to stay in this marriage, why they never got a divorce, I'm not sure. Ernest is quick to divorce somebody, and these women are quick to divorce him as well. However, they both stayed married to each other, and they just left it. Ernest continued to get married to other people several times, and Ernest had to know that these marriages were not valid because he never got a divorce from Miss Edith. Obviously, Miss Edith, you saw my video about Miss Martha because you said Martha was never his first wife. I'm his first wife, and legally his only wife. I said, okay, sis. Ernest is like an old spoiled onion. We keep pulling back all of these layers, and it's mold, it's mildew, it's just surprising things, but there's always another layer. You're never finished. I honestly cannot keep up with all of the wives right now. I'm over here counting and adding them up like I'm DMX. There was Edith, Martha, Carol, Shirley. I counted about 4 that he treated all worldly. What are we doing, Ernest? Make it make sense. Like, please, make it make sense. This man has allegedly committed bigamy now 3 times, marrying Martha, Carol, and Shirley, all while still married to Edith. I don't know what it is about this man that got these women ready to risk it all at some point in their life, but they're acting like Now, as far as bigamy goes in the state of Georgia, this is indeed a felony, and you can be convicted for being a bigamist, but you can also be convicted for marrying a bigamist when you knew that person was married already. You can also face between 1 to 10 years imprisonment. So my thing is this: Ernest not only put his own freedom in danger, but he has risked the freedom of these other 3 women as well. Now, you actually tried to file for divorce for Martha when you were in jail. Carol didn't give you a chance to because sis was gone in the blink of an eye. So what made you stay married to Edith? And Edith, what made you go and get that marriage certificate 34 years after marrying Ernest? I have so many questions. Okay, Shirley and everybody else, so listen close. We know about 3 marriages Ernesto has had, not including the marriage to Shirley. And out of those 3 marriages, 2 of those marriages overlap the marriage that he has with Shirley, although only one of the marriages out of the 2 are legally binding. And that marriage has lasted 38 years, Shirley. What are you doing? I need someone in law in Georgia to really tell me, what can Shirley do at this standpoint in time? Is she allowed to testify against him now if it goes to trial? What legal process does she have to go through to get out of this marriage? And many people in my comments have been asking, will she get any of her property back? I personally do not think so. As far as the rental properties go, she lost them because of non-payment. And as far as the truck, according to Ernesto, that truck was in his business name, not in Shirley's name, so she doesn't get that either. But you guys can tell me in the comments what you think. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about everything going on with Ernesto? And what do you think about this new wife that we found out about of 38 years? Leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.
Girl, this is scandal. This is beyond messy. That why, girl, I can't. I don't even know what to say. All I know is I'm on cookie number 3. It's 1 of 3 types of guys you might meet. Read it, girl. Now, I want to know. Shirley needs to come out and do another strawberry letter. My husband was already married 3 times. Shirley, we need to hear from you. Girl, in the comments, let's talk. I'm going to finish watching Ready to Love. Love is Fake, Love is Blind, something like that. Talk to you later. Bye.